Test, 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 test. Hey guys, what's going on? Let me see, who do I have here? Who do we have here? We've got Instigator, how you doing? We've got Gas Mask. We've got Andy showed up for a bit. Davids, how you doing? We've got yeah. So let me see. Just going with my dailies here. I don't know. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna keep this up. This is different. It's a different kind of schedule right here. So just taking some adjustments. Somebody did. Gas Mask just said, I find it funny your guys are doing one of those because I've been trying to find a good way to start investing, and I wish I did when I was in active duty when Bitcoin was only 100. Yeah, me too. That makes two of us. I mean, actually there was no Bitcoin when I was in the military, but I know what you mean. All right, so I got this question here I wanted to cover. I think it's like a good topic. I don't even know. I'm not even prepared at all. I'm just gonna tell you guys how I do it. So, you know, first of all, I'm not an investor. I'm not a financial advisor. I just have had a little bit of success investing in altcoins, and all I do is share what I'm doing. And you really should do your own research, your own homework, because everybody's situation is different. And we're going to talk about cryptocurrency. So somebody asked me, just a topic suggestion. They said, can you make a video about cryptocurrency for noobs? How to start, where to register, how to buy, what wallet to use, and keeping earnings, and suggest an alternative to Coinbase. Selling, buying is not in every country, and they're in the Philippines. All right, yeah, this is actually, I think this is an easy topic for me. I'm not going to go into super gritty details, but I can give you an idea of what I do. Let me see. So that's what I'm going to do. I get a lot of kind of questions like this, like super basic questions. So I'm just going to tell you what I do. Hey, Mark, how you doing? I had to watch a commercial. Really? They had all kinds of visas. Really? We get visa commercials? Alright, anyway. So let's start with the first part here. They said, can you make a video about cryptocurrency for noobs? Alright, that's what I do basically. I just tell people what I do, and I'm a newbie. I don't really know. I'm like still learning. So a lot of times people come on these videos I do, and they school me, you know, and give me great information on new cryptocurrency, how to do this or that, new exchanges and things like that. How to start. Where to start really is to watch videos about what it is. I would say the most important thing when you're starting is to understand what's happening. Don't just buy into the hype. You know, and I say this over and over again. Don't just buy into the hype. Don't believe the hype. Research for yourself what's going on, and understand it for yourself. What Bitcoin is, how is it better than debit cards? How is it better than banks? In your mind, like once you read up on it, for you it might not be better than banks. It might not be something you want to do. So watch like videos until you get a basic understanding of what cryptocurrency is, what Bitcoin is, what Ethereum is, and understand that each one of the cryptocurrencies is a different kind of technology. Hey, Captain Von Trapp, how you doing? So I'm just talking about, somebody asked me some questions like basically how do you start, where do you register. So I said that how to start is first of all know what's going on, understand it, watch videos on what's going on, read books. That's what I did. I read a couple books about like what this Bitcoin thing is. Because it's not enough to just know what people tell you, but you need to understand it for yourself. Like have a general understanding what the technology is. That's where you really start. Where to register. So it's not like an MLM where there's like one site you go to register. You know, it's not like a get rich quick. It's not like a one place you go to go and get, you know, it's not just not like that, you know. That's why it's really important that you understand what is going on. Like, what is cryptocurrency? If you type in Google what is cryptocurrency, you'll get a basic description. What you want to do is watch videos. I'll break it all down for you. So when they ask where do you register, that's kind of that's a misleading kind of question. Now if they want to know where to buy, that's a legit question. Where to buy, of course, in the US, the best place right now is, of course, Coinbase. When they said, well, I'm from the Philippines, and Coinbase isn't used in the Philippines, because in the Philippines, in certain countries, Coinbase doesn't allow you to connect your bank, and the bank from the Philippines can't connect to Coinbase. And I'm not sure why, probably regulations or something. So for the Philippines in particular, they have it's called coins.ph. Let me see if I can bring that one up. Coins.ph. Let me grab one of these things here. Coins.ph. Show you what I'm talking about. Coins.ph. And so every country has something equivalent to this. Has like a main place to go to. I think for UK, for Australia and the US, that's Coinbase, but I think UK probably has a different one. Captain Von Trapp, what do you guys use? Do you guys use Coinbase, or what do you use in Australia? But in Philippines, you can use this one, and this one will connect to BPI and all the major banks in the Philippines. And you can also pay bills with this app. It's really good. It's actually way better, in my opinion, than Coinbase, except that it doesn't. I don't think they do trading or anything sophisticated like that, like Coinbase does. But for basic needs of getting Bitcoin, yeah, this is definitely the site. Let me see if I can. I might have my account still. Let me see if I can log in, because I was doing accounts here for a while with coins.ph, and I don't know if this is gonna work, so I haven't logged into this for a long time, not from the site anyway. Hey Mickey, how you doing? Yeah, we mostly use CoinJar. Okay, CoinJar. Alright, so I need to check that one out, because I definitely need some alternatives. Alright, so it's asking me for I'm logging into coins.ph to show how to do it from the Philippines. Right now I'm going to, it's asking me for a authentication code, and I don't know if, do I have an authentication code? Yeah, it's not sending it to me, and I'm not sure why. I gotta fix that. Anyway, so yeah, you got CoinJar in Australia. You got coins.ph in the Philippines. You've got you've got different places to go to for different countries, basically. Coinbase in the US. So you might want to figure that out for your country, wherever you are, whatever's best for you. Which ones you want to see? What you want is a Bitcoin cryptocurrency exchange that will connect to banks in your country. That's what you're looking for. So that's where you quote unquote register or buy. That's how you buy. Wallets to use. This one is really important. This one is very, very important to get right the first time, because I've already messed up a couple wallets and it have resulted in me losing my money. First of all, one thing I noticed like a lot of people don't talk about is you don't want to leave your money on these exchanges. Like here's an exchange right here. This one's called Qcoin, right? And then here's another one called Binance. And I've got a little bit of money here on Binance. Here, I don't know if you can see that, but that's Cardano. and I got about 1,680 in Cardano, which comes to about $1,500 in Cardano. Like normally, what I do if it hits over an amount that I would really be upset if I lost it, and for me that's like over $1,000. Like once it gets in the thousands, I really get concerned about having it on exchanges. The reason why you don't want to have it on an exchange is because it kind of defeats the whole purpose of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is decentralized. That means that it's peer-to-peer. That means I'm going to send money directly to Gas Mask, and he's going to send it directly to me without a third party. With an exchange is a centralized organization. So when that money, this money here that I have here, this ADA, they own the keys to this. So essentially, the person who has the keys of the cryptocurrency owns the money. They can do whatever they want with it. It's like me giving them cash and then say, hey, hold this cash for me. Hold that for me, right? So if they lose it, they're not liable for that money that's there. If they lose it or their servers get hacked or something, that's on. There's nothing I can do about it, and that's why you've got to be careful about leaving your money on an exchange. So wallets are important, especially when it reaches. If you got like $80 in there, you don't mind losing $80 or whatever, and you don't really care, then that's fine. But once you get in the thousands, like I'm really having to think about wallets. And as a matter of fact, let me just show you what I'm in the middle of right now. So I've got another exchange I use called e.t.c. And I've got like a lot of money there, right? A lot. So now I'm nervous. I'm like, man, I gotta get that stuff off of there. So one of the biggest accounts I have there is Hempcoin. Hempcoin is like basically it's like Bitcoin that's specifically for marijuana, that whole industry. So they're trying to make they've been trying to break into this industry for a while. There's one called Potcoin and one called, I don't know, they got all kinds of crazy names for it. But Hempcoin is the one that's right now doing the best, I believe. So I've got a few thousand of these, and I got to get this wallet up in order to transfer my money from e.t.c. to this. And that way, if something happens at e.t.c, like sometimes e.t.c goes down, right? They're doing maintenance on their servers, or sometimes you'll hear about these things getting hacked because it's a centralized place. It's one server sitting there and other people have access to it, and your keys, your private keys are on there. The private keys control access to the money. So moral of the story is don't leave your stuff on an exchange. Put it on a wallet. So the next question is, what wallet do you use? So if you have altcoins like me, like this right here is an altcoin. Right, so I have to learn how to use this wallet, and their wallet sucks, right? And for me, that's like when the wallet sucks for me, that's not a good sign for me personally. I mean, yeah, this thing just made money, but I'm trying to get stuff that works, and the wallet has to synchronize. So it's going to take probably till tomorrow to synchronize all the blockchain. The blockchain is like a ledger. It's like an electronic ledger that's on every system, every wallet that connects to this ledger. It's like an agreement. We all agree that there's a certain amount of money that's been spent and transaction that have been done. And that's what the ledger, that's what the blockchain is. So it's basically downloading all the transactions and all the agreements that have been done on this ledger that's on a network that's decentralized. And that's why it takes so long, because every single transaction is on this ledger. And so my account has to be up to date with the same ledger. So my wallet has to be up to date with the same ledger. So that's what's happened. That's why the synchronization process on the network takes so long. So yeah, I've got to do this for every single one of the altcoins. What I really love is things like this. And this is called a Trezor, right? And I'm getting another one because Trezor only does Litecoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, and like Zcash or something. That's it. And they expand it little by little, and they're putting more and more features on it. But the reason I like this is because, number one, security. It has multi-factor authentication, which is important. Like I just noticed a few people online saying it's not important, and they're calling this a scam, which is just ridiculous. That just really says they really don't know what they're talking about security wise. Yeah, so make sure you put your stuff on a wallet, and then once you get your stuff, once you get your wallet, like, you have to understand the wallet, and then you have to back up the wallet. And I'm not going to click this stuff because I don't want you guys to see the passphrase. There's like a passphrase that you have to copy, and then you have to back up the wallet. So that way, the wallet goes down. If the wallet goes down and you don't have the backup and you don't have the passphrase, you're screwed. Your money's gone. So I can't emphasize that enough. You don't want to learn that lesson. It's just, I really hope that you're hearing me, because that's a hard lesson to learn. It's paid in dollars and cents. So we talked about, first of all, how do you start? Make sure you know what the hell's going on. Don't just listen to hype. How to buy. And I mentioned a couple of country-specific exchanges, such as CoinJar and Coins.ph and Coinbase, and there's several other ones. You just got to research the ones that connect to your banks in your country. That's the thing. Like, you can make an account, but if your bank is in another country that the exchange doesn't support, then you can't transfer cash. You can't turn fiat currency into Bitcoin or Litecoin or whatever you're gonna do. Let me see. What wallets to use for keeping earnings? So yeah, that's what I'm talking about now, and I would highly recommend Trezor. Trezor, and another one's called Ledger Nano, and there's another one called KeepKey. Get a hardware wallet. That's the best one, and as much as you can, put them on a hardware wallet. Captain Von Trapp says, at the moment, I'm using a free wallet and Coinomi, but I'm not sure if they are good enough. I have a free wallet as well. I had a free wallet on my phone. I have one actually for Steam. I had some issues getting the money on and off of it, so I don't use it anymore. If it's a small amount of cash, then I don't mind using my phone. But the problem with the app wallets, is that they sometimes have security holes in them. Like the apps aren't well done, and they'll have like all of these security holes. Case in point, there's one called Jax but Jax got hacked for like, I don't know, $500,000 or something crazy, because it had a security hole in it. So that's the thing about the apps. Like, it's good for transferring money. They're quick, but it's kind of like if you're walking in a bad part of town, you don't want to have a huge amount of money on you, right? You don't want $10,000 on your free wallet or on Jax. You want to have that on this, right? If you have $5,000, you don't want to walk around bad part of town. Somebody robs you. There's a security hole on the software. The money's gone. If you just lost $80, and damn, that sucks. But you didn't lose $5,000. So I use it kind of in tiers. Like, if it's a little bit of money, I'll just leave it on the exchange. If it's like, say, $300 and I have an easy wallet that's awesome, like Digibyte has an awesome wallet. It's easy to transfer. It's not, the synchronization process is like that. So I'll use Digibyte. I'll put $300 Digibyte here, right? If I have $5,000 or $6,000 or $10,000 or something crazy, I don't even mess around. Like this right here, it costs $180, $100 or something like that. Put it on this and back this up. So that the thing is, if I lose this, I just have the passphrase and I can buy a new one off Amazon or whatever, and then use my passphrase and then restore and still have access to my 10,000, 5,000, or whatever it is. So that's how I do it. I do it in tiers. And if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I mean, I'm just a noob. I'm just learning this stuff, and I'm just learning from experience, just like you guys. So let me see if there's. I think that's pretty much it. You guys have any other tips out there, Captain Vaughn? You have any tips on for us newbies? How about HT? Or you guys learning anything new? I mean, I'm learning stuff just talking to you guys. Coin jar, I didn't know about that. That might be a good one for me to. Let me see what are people saying here. Let me see if I can see any new stuff here. Instigator says everybody's staying dry across the U.S. Gasman says hiya, Bruce. Let's see what we got here. Gasman says Australia, nice. I miss Bering and Adelaide and Tasmania. I was in Perth once, in Learmouth. I had to do some work there. I love Australia. I'd love to go back. Can't wait. Let me see what else. HT Logistics, my man. How you doing, man? I'm trying to buy these smaller coins, but it seems impossible. Almost impossible. Not impossible, it's actually quite easy. So you probably, if you don't have an account already, Binance is one of the best places to get the smaller coins. Let me see if I'm still logged in. I'll give you an example of one. Yep, I'm still logged in. So look, here's one called Kin. Oh, they don't have Kin on this one. Damn. Let me see. They have Digibyte. DGB. Digibyte. They don't have Digibyte? What kind of okay, anyway, they have one called e.t.c. is still pretty low. It's like $1 a piece. And this one is here. So what I do to buy it, just now, of course, you have to have an account, and from my understanding, they're kind of over the max of how many users. If you don't have an account here, I'll show you another one that you can use. Where? Oh, yeah, we go to exchange. Go to basic. All of them are pretty much like this. So this will just give you a general idea of how these work. And you know, you don't have to get all bent out of shape out of all this stuff. The only thing you really need to see is this part right here. You'll have an area that says buy, right? And so it'll ask me the amount that I want to buy. Let's say Binance has this right here. I'll say if I want to buy 100%. I want to spend 100% of what I have in this account. I just hit 100% here. But normally you could put whatever number. I could put 40. I want to buy 40 ADA. And it's going to spend that. It's telling me how much I'm going to spend. They charge you like a little fee. And I'll hit buy ADA. And then that would be it. I bought some ADA. I don't know if I want to buy that. So I'm not gonna complete that that buy. But yeah, so that's basically it. You just make an account. If you don't have a Binance account, you can use this one right here, Qcoin. Qcoin, pretty much the same thing. If you want to learn the features, see, let's say I want to buy this right here. I don't even know what this is. KCS. I would just hit buy over here. I don't know if you can see that. See how it has a little buy button. Wait, let me show you. It has a little buy button right here. I hit buy. And it asks me how much. See how it looks very similar to the other one there? And then it only sells it in Bitcoin right here. And then I would say, well, I want to buy 3. Right? Two of these. And then I don't have any money, so but it would tell me, give me a price here. And then it tells me the total that I'm going to spend in Bitcoin if I was to buy 2. But I don't have any money, so it's not allowing me to complete the transaction. But pretty much they're pretty much the same kind of thing. They have a buy and a sell. You have to transfer Bitcoin to that account. What I would highly recommend you do, HT, is to just watch a video that walks you through it. There's tons of YouTube videos that'll walk you step by step how to transfer money directly into Qcoin. And you have to put, usually they want to put Bitcoin in there. You put the Bitcoin in there, and then it allows you to buy all the smaller coins. And you don't have to buy, this is a misconception, you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. Like a whole Bitcoin is like 17, 14 grand, right? You can buy 0.01 of a Bitcoin, which is what? I don't know, $200 or something? 0.01. Yeah, so you can buy point whatever of a Bitcoin. And that'll charge you $200 or $300 or whatever it is. All right, let's see. Let me see if I have any other great tips for newbies like us. I'm a newbie more than you. I'm almost done.
Yeah.
Yuri's back and is gonna try to hijack this meeting.
No.
Just got off work. Gasman says CoinCap is also a good app to list hundreds of coins and prices. Oh, Coin Market Cap. Yeah, that one is awesome. Okay, baby. All right. Yes. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Can I not say hi? Hi, guys.
Yes, I'm almost done. Almost.
Is this
I'm just talking about cryptocurrency. Somebody asked me a question about like how to start, and so I'm answering that question. They're in the Philippines and they're asking like where to buy, stuff like that. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, cool.
Let me see. Black King says, how long does it take before you start to profit in any of these? And so that's so key. It's so key to learn like what's going on. So you can lose money. Like this isn't for everybody, Black King. This is like more like you could probably compare it to the stock market. It's very different than, it's not the stock market, okay? But it's similar to that in that if you buy Bitcoin, let's say you bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin, right? Like 0.1 Bitcoin, which is like $2,000. And then it went down. You spent 2,000 USD and then it went down in price. Bitcoin went down in price. You now have $1,700. You lost $300. But let's say you bought Litecoin, right? There's all these kinds of currencies. Each one's its own currency. Litecoin. Let's say you bought Litecoin and you spent $200. You bought one Litecoin and then it goes up to $300. You just made a profit of $100. So it's so volatile. It just goes up and down. Goes up and down. So there's many ways that people profit from this. There's some guys who trade. They buy it low. They buy it as low as possible, and then they wait for it to go up, and then they trade it. They sell it. There's some guys who just buy, like myself. I just buy and hold. I don't like trading. I just want to buy it when it's low, right? At some point, and then I just hold on to it. And at some point, I have a price in my head of where I think it's gonna go, where I think it's gonna plateau. Right, and then when it plateaus, that's when I'll sell some. I'll take some profit. Right, and then there's some cryptocurrency, and I wish I could show you this one. One's called ARK, and they do something called proof of stake, which is kind of like it's kind of like when you leave your money in a bank, and the bank pays you interest. Right, except the bank pays you like 1% a year or something stupid, right? But proof of stake will pay you like way more than that. And the concept behind it is that they want people to hold their money. Like the more people who have that money in their wallet, the more valuable that currency is. And that's why they do proof of staking. And so that's another way I make a little cash on the side. Very little because I don't have that much, but it's like, I don't know, $10 a week or something. But it goes up. And each time it goes up, it compounds because they're paying me 1% of the total amount that's in that account. That's one way to do it. There's just several ways to make money with cryptocurrency, but the main ones is trading, holding for long term, and then proof of stake. And then there's all these other technologies that are coming out that incentivize having the currency or using the currency. Like there's one called Steem, STEEM, and with Steem, basically you post content. It looks kind of like Reddit. It's like the same concept as Reddit. Steam it. It's a social site where you post. Here, I'll just show you. You post content and it makes money. That's it. That's the concept behind it. You post content and it makes money. So let me show you. So this is other people posting content here. And you can post whatever you want. There's no restrictions. That's my man Andreas Antonopoulos. Great dude to listen to about cryptocurrency, by the way. Here's my site right here. That's on Steem, steemit.com. And so every time I post, like this post right here that I posted how many days ago? 3 days ago, made 14 Steem. And then this one about Mark Zuckerberg possibly putting cryptocurrency and decentralization in Facebook. This one made $12. This one made $25. This one made $3. But there's no limit. I mean, look, this one made $500. This is somebody else posted this one, $500 in Steem. And so I bet you I just made money right here. Look at this. I just made money. So every day I redeem some.
So it's like a Steam dollars that you make in there?
You can make either Steam dollars or Steam power. And there's a difference between the two. Steam power allows you to vote. Let me show you. Like if you have Steam power, like this right here, Steam power. And that's basically like a ranking. Right? And I can actually take this money out. That's the beauty of it. If I want to, I can like power down and it'll pay me a certain amount a week from this money. And each one of these, I know it's only 800. You probably can't see that. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. So this right here is 888, but each one of these is worth, Steem right now is worth $5 a piece. So that's why this account is worth $5,000. Something like, I don't know if it's $3 or $5 or what it is right now at the moment. I could look it up, but that's the idea behind it. If I power it down, I would be taking this $5,000, but it breaks it into parts. So let me show you like how it makes money. So I'm gonna go to somebody who's new to this site, and so this person right here just posted this Litecoin alert January 9, and they're saying 2 hours little update. Crypto compare Litecoin is 253, and I just do like this upvote. I can give them 40%, 14%, 2%, but I'm gonna give them 100%. And so my Steem power allows me to give this person 36 cents. So what happens is, let me show you how big this can get. If you post stuff that people like this guy is an actual journalist, and he writes incredible content. So people really like his stuff. So he made $1,000. I don't know if let me make this a little bit bigger. This dude made $1,000 off of one post. Right, and I'm gonna upvote them. I only can give 36 cents, but some people can give like $5 because they have more Steem power. And this lady right here. This lady right here is a superstar. Everything she posts is $1,000, and she posts like a few times a month. So she's probably pulling down like a few G's a month. Right? Look at this. Crazy.
Her posts are very good though.
Right, and this is the kind of content people like. Like they like pictures, like lots of Miss Delicious, and she's not super big on YouTube, so she really makes her living off of this, I think. She's in Shinya.
She has a YouTube channel?
Yeah, Taipei 101. She's talking about traditional Taiwanese food, and it's the best. And all she does is take pictures of what she's eating. She talks about it. She's a great writer. Writes these long posts with lots of pictures, and people like it. She has a fan base. See, this is all she does. This is the kind of content that people like on Steem. That's a good picture. Look at that. It's a pretty long post. And then look at the response. It just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. But the response is amazing too. And then what she does is she writes it in Mandarin and she writes it in English. And I think that's why
it's so popular.
Why her fan base is so good, so big. And look at the response. Look how many comments she has. 649 comments. 4,000 people have seen this. 1,900 upvotes. $4 just from one comment. Look, I mean, this is just amazing. You know, I mean, I'm only making like a few dollars a post. This lady is making like 1,000. I mean, she's killing it. And there's several people like this on here on Steam. So, and essentially, once you make the Steam by posting content, pictures that you already have, videos you already have, links or whatever, right? You can cash that money out if you want. Like, let's look at her account. Let me just show you something right here. So there's so many different ways to make cryptocurrency, right? And it just hasn't caught on yet. That's why it's just not like wildfire just yet. You know, it's starting off, but it's just not there yet. I mean, it's not where it could be. Sweets. Look at it. She's got 22,000 subscribers. She's got 14,000 posts. Let's look at her wallet. She has 100,000 Steam. 100,000 Steam. So she could live off of this account for like a couple years. Look how much this is worth. It's worth almost $1 million. Look at this. Wait, let me show you. This is worth almost $1 million. It starts off really small. Like when you first start off, you start off with freaking 0. Like 12. They give you like 12 Steam or something like that. But look at her account. That's just one way to make money. Like there's so many other ways. Proof of staking is one of my favorite. You got Steam. You can trade it. You can buy and hold like I do. There's just so many different ways to make money off of it. You just basically it's like a participation economy, because each one of these technologies they want you to use their wallet, because when you use the currency, if nobody used the currency, it's worthless. So we have to participate in it for it to be worth anything, and that's why Steam is starting to be worth a lot, because more people are jumping on it, right? So that's pretty cool. I mean, when I first started, it was only $1, and now it's like $5. So I think it's going to go up to like 10, 12, 13, 14. Some people are predicting 100. I mean, I don't know. Sesson City says, "Hey, Sesson City, how you doing? We just sent you something, by the way. Surprise." Sesson City, where's your post at? Let me see. What's the name of your account?
Yeah, guys, you need to tell us if you got an account. So that we can upvote you. We got separate accounts of me and my husband, right, baby?
Yep. So just let me know what your account is, and I'll look it up and I'll add you, and we'll upvote you every time we get a chance. Every chance we get.
Yeah, because that's what we did with Mark Vance too.
Sure did. Yeah, Mark's a beast, man. Mark is a beast. I'm learning a lot of stuff from Mark. Sherdale says, "Hi, Bruce and Yuri, how you doing? Andy, how you doing? I'm back." Man,
Hi, Sherdale.
You want to do this, but I don't have the patience to type if things. Yeah, you know, this is not for everybody. Cryptocurrency is not for everybody. Me personally, I'm thinking like, as much as I post on Facebook and YouTube and all that, like, why not make some extra cash? Why not repost some of the stuff I'm doing? Like, why not? It's just when it's just copy and pasting my own stuff.
It's like social media.
If
you're not paid in social media, this one pays you.
Right, you're paid to post your own stupid selfie. Think about it.
Yes, exactly. That's what I do in mine, right, baby?
Yep.
You can post your selfie there, like.
Teach says cryptocurrency. I was talking.
Put like a little post
to this friend,
and that's it. Like a little words, maybe 5 sentences, and
there are so many crypto coins. Which one do you take seriously? Bitcoin is the obvious one. With the cryptocurrency, they're making it harder. So okay, let's look into this question you got here, and let's seriously dive into this. There's so many ways I can approach this question you got. Coin market cap is where you want to go, and let me show you a couple little tricks that I picked up. Coin market cap. So this tells you a breakdown of all the top, in order, the top currencies. There's many other ones, not just Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the main one. That's the kind of the founding father of all cryptocurrency. But you've got Ethereum. Ethereum is extremely innovative. It does smart contracts. It's like a digitized contract, as well as decentralized apps, and other tokens are made on top of Ethereum. It's freaking serious, and it might overtake Bitcoin at some point in the future. It's just an incredible technology. Ripple is basically it's a centralized cryptocurrency that the banks are starting to use to replace Swift code. This one right here, Bitcoin Cash, is a fork. It's basically a division, a fork. That's what they call it, a fork. It's a separation from the original Bitcoin that has cheaper fees, and it's only $2,000 a piece. But you don't have to, of course, like I said, you don't have to buy one whole Bitcoin Cash. You can buy 0.001 of a Bitcoin Cash, which is like $20 or something, or $2. Cardano. This one's invented by scientists and PhDs and has a huge future ahead of it, but it can also do like the same stuff Ethereum does. It's like a 3rd generation cryptocurrency. It just came out like last year. NIM, I don't know nothing about NIM. Litecoin it's much faster than Bitcoin. It's only $200. The fees are much cheaper. It's awesome. It's incredible. There's IOTA. There's just, each one of these is its own separate technology. So Teach, if you're really interested, I would highly recommend you like reading up on it. Don't just follow hype, man. Don't just get into the hype, because this stuff is really risky. It goes up and down. It's real. Banks and organizations and governments are starting to implement it and starting to embrace it and starting to try to make regulations to protect people who are not sophisticated. But really, the responsibility is in your hands to know what you're doing. Chardell says, I wish I understood the digital currency you are talking about. I'm sure it could help. Just look into it. Watch videos. It's the best way to do it. Teach says, to cash out.
Just go to Coinbase.com.
To cash out all these coins fluctuate too much. It's annoying. Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's really not. Mickey says, be calm, focus on 2 years and you'll be done. Black King says, so in 3 to 5 years of investing, do you think you can see yourself at 3/4 profit, or is it going up and down? Let me show you. Let me show you something that's gonna blow your mind. Let me show you something.
Baby, don't bluff.
Huh? Don't what?
Don't bluff.
Bluff? Nah, I wouldn't be doing a video about this if I thought this was fake. Alright, so what I'm doing is going to my account. I did a blog about where I'm at after investing. Over the course of last year, we put in about 30 grand, roughly. And so what I want to show you is where it's at within now, where it's at now, within a very short period of time. I just want to emphasize, this is something you can't do with a bank. It's something, I just hope that this gives you an idea of that you should at least look into it. You know, I'm not telling you to do it. It's just definitely not for every. If you don't like risk, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. Don't even watch this video because it's a waste of your time. But if you are okay with risk, if you're willing to learn a little something, this is worth your time. So this right here is my blockfolio. This top one right here is Dash. So I got 20 Dash, and that's worth $22,000. If I sold it, that means if I sold the Dash, someone would buy it off of me for roughly $22,000. And actually, it's fluctuated. So let's see if it's gone up or down. It might be lower than this. Like I said, it doesn't always go up. So this is not. If you don't like risk, this is not for you. Yeah. So right now it's at 999,000. But yeah, I got Dash. I got something called EOS. I got something called a little bit of Bitcoin, not much. I usually buy other things with Bitcoin. Steam. This is between Yuri and my wallet, and we've got another account too. That's what you're seeing there. There's Bitcoin Cash. Got a little bit of that. Got some IOTA. Got many other things, and it's risky. I think what's happened and the reason why it's blowing up so fast is that the economy itself is evolving into something else. I think that this new technology, financial technology, they call it fintech, is starting to be adopted by financial institutions. It's starting to be incorporated into corporation and organizations. To the blockchain technology that's behind it is extremely innovative. And it's disruptive. It's just incredible. And this is an early time to get in because it's not easy. It's not easy to do. It's not for everyone. That's for sure. Let me see. I want to do it, but I don't have the patience for Steam. It pays how much for a post. It starts off really slow, Andy, so you probably don't want to. If you're not I would say like this with Steam. If you already don't create a lot of content, like I would say Cess in the City should do it. They have a YouTube, they have Facebook, they're always active. Like they can do it because all they got to do is basically copy and paste stuff they already did and repost it to Steam It. And then every now and then they'll get an idea and be like, oh, I'll do this on Steam It today, right? They have a ton of content. The only work they need to do is repost
and
what they already have.
Sentences.
And that's it, and they made money. But if you're not a content creator, it's not really for you. I mean, I don't know. If you're not willing to put the work in, then it's not worth it. I mean, I'm just being completely honest. Let me see. Mickey says, guys, it's a real market, just like Wall Street. Just your time. Take your time. This isn't going to take. This isn't going away. It's just the beginning. Learn this, and this will change your life. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I honestly, this is where me and Mickey disagree. Like, I don't think this is for everybody. I think that if you don't study a little bit, if you don't look into it, if you don't know what you're doing, you really can lose your money. Like I said, if you mess up a wallet, you can lose. If you don't back up your wallet when you send the money to it, if you don't do a little bit of research, if you don't take some time to actually figure out what you're doing, then you really can lose your money, right? I mean, I took a year before we start investing big. One year of messing with this. Before I trusted it, before I was like, wow, this is it right here. And then I'd start investing big. And I don't even want to talk about, like, I'll talk about it on another broadcast. Like, I'm not ready to talk about it. But, I mean, look at that. I would not have made that in a bank. It wouldn't have. I mean, how much does a bank give you? Then they want to charge you to take your own money out. I mean, when you think about it, it's just kind of a ripoff. The banks are the ripoff. Let me see. I like Ripple because the opportunity for widespread adoption. I do agree with Bruce that it lacks decentralization. Yeah. I don't want to hate on Ripple. I think that even like it serves a purpose, and I think that that's cool. Captain Von Trapp says, so can I use a Ledger Nano S for all my cryptos, or it works for just one crypto at a time? Actually, it works with a few cryptos. Let me show you. I've got one on the way actually right now. Ledger Wallet cryptocurrencies. So if you go to Ledger Wallet cryptocurrencies, it'll tell you all the currencies that it actually accommodates. You got Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Zcash, XRP, aka Ripple, Dash, Stratus, Komodo, I don't even know what that is, Arc, Expanse, Ubique, Vertcoin, Viacoin, and a whole bunch of other ones. So it's actually better than the Trezor because the Trezor only does a few. So that's why I'm having to convert. I'm having to go to both. I'm going to use this one and then the Ledger Nano S as well. And because I'm hoping to put, let me see. Arcoin has a great wallet, so I'll probably just keep that where it is. But I'm going to use it for Dogecoin, Ripple, and possibly any other ones I buy on here. But those are the main. Digibyte. Because those are getting, like, those accounts that I have are getting pretty damn big. So I gotta figure out what to do with that. How much do you get paid with Steemit? Andy, my account's pretty small, like, so I only, right now it's probably pulling down per post, maybe $10 per post. It's not doing that great, you know. I mean, for a while when I was really hitting it, it was doing better, but Mark Vance, he really built out his account and he hasn't stopped. So Mark Vance is making like a few $100s a post. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. Me, $10, but it depends on how much effort you put in. And Mark Vance, he's just hitting it super hard. And he's a content creator. He's got tons of videos, tons of pictures. So he has a huge advantage, and his content is so good. So he puts it out there. He's developing a fan base. Like, he's using all the tools in there. He spends a lot of time on it. He's like up to about $100 per post. So think about that. And he's cashing out. He's not a believer like me. Like, he cashes out the money. He takes the money and puts it in his bank account or buys other cryptocurrency with it. Me, anything I make, I put it back in there. Teach says Litecoin is what me and my friend were interested in. Then again, I think I will wait a few years to see which one would be the most viable. I want the one that could be used everywhere. Me too. That's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. The one that's going to be used by everyone all over the world. Let me see. Other questions that we have. Kind of lost my place here, so I'm trying to. Okay, there we go. Arthur Carlson, how you doing? Can you post a video on Steam? You can post a link on Steam, but they've got something called DTube, and you can upload your videos directly to DTube. And they've got another one called DLive that's being developed where you can go live on there. I've only used DTube a couple times. It's a little slow right now. I prefer YouTube, but DTube you can upload there, and you can make money off of each video you upload. I could post my stand-up comedy videos. Yeah, they actually do need some more video content on DTube. I'm not sure if it's a .io or what. But anyway, when you post on DTube, it automatically makes Steam. So your DTube account and your Steemit account are linked. And I think that's the same thing they're going to do with DLive. Black King says, I really like this Steemit thing. I can do that all day. You should at least try it. I mean, just make an account. It's a free account. I'll upvote the hell out of you. I don't make a lot, but I mean, my upvotes don't make a lot. But what happens is it just like, if you get going on it, your account starts to build up, and actually people just give you free money. Like, people will start they want you to view their stuff, so they'll send you free money. Which, I mean, probably not anymore. I'm not sure if they still do that since now it's like $5 a piece. But Philippines Travel says, I hear crypto is getting shut down in Texas. No, that's not true. What happened was Texas sent a cease and desist order that was issued to BitConnect, which means absolutely nothing, by the way. BitConnect is like something that they think is a Ponzi scheme. They think that they think it's fake and it's a scam. So that they're Texas, the state of Texas, tried to shut it down. They can't shut it down, but basically they're restricting their citizens from using it, which is bullshit. I mean, in my personal opinion, that's BS because people should have the right to make their own decision. You know what I mean? Like, how is a government going to tell you what to do with your money?
People should have the right to get scammed.
Thank you for that. Andy says, why is that Philippines Travel? Let me see. Mickey says, Mickey didn't say don't do research. I'm saying that this present economy is changing and we must evolve with it or be left behind. Man, amen to that. Philippines Travel says, I would Google it. I don't understand it too much. Yeah, definitely look into it. Mickey says, don't get me started on the decline of the dollar and the change of the petrodollar to a different currency. Our country is not as strong as it used to be, and we must adopt this global change. I mean, people could do whatever the heck they want, but I'm not, for me and mine, like I'm doing what it takes, and that's why I'm all over this. I think that people will get left behind because I think people are scared. People are scared, and unfortunately it's taught in schools to be an employee rather than they don't teach passive income. They don't teach business right until you get to college. They don't teach like taking risk, manage risk, like all that stuff. Is people are sheep, man. In America, maybe in other countries it's different, but in the U.S., man, people are sheep. Mickey says $10 a post is a lot of money. Not really. Not for me, man. Philippines Travel, but it's a start, right? It's a start. Philippines Travel says BitConnect has been ordered a cease and desist order in Texas. Yeah. So basically all BitConnect did was say, if you're from Texas, are you from Texas? And if you say yes, I think they ban your account or something like that.
Did you say Colorado?
What sucks, and let me tell you the trend that's happening. Like what happened with Bitfinex. Bitfinex had all of these rules from the SEC. U.S. has this organization called SEC that implements all these financial rules, some of which are draconian. That means that they are not good for regular people. They favor very wealthy people, and they're hard on Main Streeters, normal people like me, because you have to make a certain amount of money to make certain investments. And we're talking like you have to be rich to do it, like an IPO, for example, for the stock market. So the SEC started cracking down on some of the exchanges that I showed you. One of them's called Bitfinex, and that was one of the biggest ones Americans used to use. And Bitfinex is like, you know what? So America's gonna crack down. All right, no Americans are allowed on this site. See ya, peace. We're gonna shut it down in November. So you might want to get all your money off of here if you're American. Later, and that's what they did. They rolled out. So they're servicing the rest of the world. If you're American, your account is gonna get shut down. And there's several other ones that did that because of the laws in this country. It sucks. It sucks for normal people who want to make a living for themselves. People should really have the right to make their own decisions, even if it's a bad decision, right? It's my money. I'm not hurting you with my money. Mark has content. I've never paid attention to it before until now. Mark has tons of content on YouTube. Teach says, Mickey, I agree. The U.S. dollar is on decline. Just thinking about spending money overseas at this point upsets me. Hey, Bruce. Hey, how you doing? I just answered your question. Hey, you're running through my question. That's right. I already watched that, and yep. Coins.ph. Check that one out. Mac Fury says, what about lending? What about lending? What's your question on that one? I know that there's a cryptocurrency called Salt that's offering lending. That's a really exciting one you want to check out. Just type in Salt coins, and that one's pretty interesting concept. They just started it, so it's not available to everybody just yet. Captain Von Trapp says, so Bruce, to get you straight, did you put all your funds in one Nano S, or you have different Nano S for each currency? No, you can put all of these that you see on the screen on one device. I don't have a Nano S yet, but it works just like this. This is called a Trezor, and the Trezor allows me to put, I've got Litecoin on this. I don't have like several Trezors. I have just one, and it has Litecoin, it has Bitcoin Cash, it has Bitcoin. It links to an Ethereum account, and I have something else that I can't think of. But yeah, I put everything that I can on this, but it doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't have like Dogecoin, it doesn't have Digibyte, it doesn't have, I've got lots of other cryptocurrencies that I can't put on here because it doesn't support it. So that's why what I'm doing is I'm going to buy this one and have Litecoin, Ethereum, and all the other ones on here, and then I'll have a bunch of other coins on this one. So that'll give me two very solid wallets that I can, use all those on. But when you're talking about some of the other wallets, let me show you. Like I have this right here, this currency right here. It's called hemp coin. It's based off of weed. This one right here doesn't have support like that, so I have to download their wallet, and it only supports their currency. And it's kind of frustrating because if you have a lot of cryptocurrencies, basically I'm gonna have like 15 wallets, that I have to maintain each one of those, and I have to take it seriously like it's a bank. I've got to store the keys, make sure I don't forget them, back up the wallets, things like that. So I'd rather have, just me personally, I'd rather have just like a few of these. I like to have just one of these and then just back that up. But unfortunately, it doesn't support everything. So let me see. Mickey says, teach. Just start taking your dollars and invest them in silver and gold and cryptocurrency. You can exchange your dollars for the Chinese yuan. You guys are crazy. Mickey says, dude, people work an hour to make $10, and you're telling me you can make $10 off pressing a button. I'm trying to, and the reason why I say that it's not much for me is because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to live a comfortable life off of passive income. So when you really put it in perspective, I got to make a lot of money to live like I live now in passive income. I got a long way to go, so I'm trying to replace all of my current income with passive income. And so $10 per post is not going to cut it. It's going to have to be something extravagant. I'm going to have to do something crazy, in which I'm working on that. Black King says, besides my day job, truck driver, I do video, photography, do editing, composing my own original score, music, and upload. Man, I do this all day, but never knew this Steam was out there. Man, let me tell you something. Steam is the artists, like especially musicians, they love Steam because there's a few musicians on Steam that are doing really well, because when you there's not a lot of music on Steam. There's not a lot of music. There's a lot of art, like drawing and paintings and stuff. There's a lot of well, I can't say a lot, but there's a few. But that's why I think that Mark Vance does good, because Mark puts his fine art on there. He does digital art and photography, and people love that on Steam. So yeah, you should definitely do Steam if you're an artist. If you want your voice heard, definitely do Steam. David says, I live in Texas and I approve Bruce's message.
What's your message?
I was saying that it should be people's right to do what they want with their money.
Scam.
Black King says, I think I found my niche. Well, just try it out. You know, hopefully you like it. I really like Steam myself, because I'm a content creator. Gasman says salt is worth about $15 a piece. Yep.
Oh my, do we have salt?
Yes, we do.
How many?
Not enough.
Oh
Gasman says.
My God.
Okay, he's just correcting that.
How come, baby? Captain
says, I really don't know why I still feel I'm going into all this stuff so late. Oh, man, I know, right? Man, I think about that a lot,
missing
man.
Out salt. And Cardano, we just miss, baby.
Metroid Dad says, darn, missed the beginning. Well, it's still out there, so you can check it out. Let me see, are there any other... I think that's about it, guys. I gotta get out of here, and I just want to leave on one more note. Just one more note. Look at that. Can you see that? Can you see that?
Are you bragging about your crypto again?
I'm letting you guys know it's hope.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm doing. There's hope. So keep believing, man. There's another way, and it's on its way right here. It's on its way. I mean, if you're not interested, I mean,
Amen, Bruce.
I hope you're at least curious. I hope you're at least curious. I'm about to end this. I'm out of here. I'll do another one tomorrow. I'm gonna force myself to do another one tomorrow. Doing these every day is harder than it looks. But I'm out, guys. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Make sure you turn on post notifications, because I do these at random times, and we can always share information with one another. This is about building information, building a community where we can talk about how we can get out of the rat race together. And we also talk about visa stuff and K1 and green cards, but you can catch that stuff later. All right, guys, see you.